Tone's weekly beat Inside the Suite. Today, we're going to explore the process of the Simon Pierce brand video. You'll hear from the producer and senior editor that worked on the project. So let's see what's going on in the suite.
The importance of a brand video is it allows a company to tell their brand story. It helps them to establish themselves as a leader within the industry. It helps them with their brand recognition. A brand video is really engaging and effective communication piece. It allows them to really get the emotion behind why they're such a good product. For the Simon Pierce project, I was the producer, and we were putting together a brand essence video for them, which was basically showcasing the product line that they have, which is a high-end hand-blown glassware. So my role as producer was to execute the vision of the client and the director, but still maintaining the budget and the timeline that's important to basically any business.
I would say my involvement pre-production-wise was mostly over the phone with David Westby, who at the time was living in Vermont, and we would have, I would say, 2 or 3 45-minute to an hour-long phone calls a week discussing how it was going to be produced and shot and what the end result would end up being in the edit.
Normally the director of photography and the director of the film are really in lockstep, and they collaborate in order to meet that vision. A producer works with both of them, saying, we've got to get this done in a certain amount of time because we've got 5 more shots to do.
My role as an editor was kind of twofold. One, it was to guide David through the post-production process. The next challenge was then understanding his creative vision and then creating that on the screen. The director's vision for the Simon Pierce video was very much in the Ken Burns style, so we wanted to work with a lot of still photography and animate them to focus on the important elements of the pictures, as well as seamlessly integrate the live action footage that we shot. Just fine-tuning the story and the interview clips and the sound bites, but also the color correction, tweaking the subtle moves and the animations and the still images. Everything was gone over with a fine-tooth comb, particularly by David Westby, the director, because he had a very specific vision of how he wanted this to look.
So it's a lot of planning, a lot of execution, but we had all of our ducks in a row by the time we got there for the shoot.
It was great working with David Westby. He's a cool guy, but he's got a very specific vision, and it was very difficult sometimes finding out how we were going to translate that vision onto the screen in the edit process. But the end result was absolutely perfect. It was exactly what David wanted. It was exactly what we wanted, and the final video is a great finished piece of work.
Make sure you stay tuned next week for Bars and Tone's weekly beat Inside the Suite as we explore the process of a corporate communication video. And don't forget to leave us comments. We want to hear from you. I'm Alexandra with Bars and Tone's Digital Media Agency.